Hello and welcome to Let's Play Dawn of War Soulstorm. I am going to turn down the music because it is very loud for me. It's very inspirational, the music that is. And so I am playing with the mod. It's called the No Limit mod. It's the one from 2009. What makes it different is that you start off with the same requisition that you normally do. If not requisition, resources. So here we are on our Risk style map. I'm playing as the Space Marines. I only have one territory. You can see the Tau here in yellow. They have these 4, including their home base. They got 4 territories. The Orcs have 4 territories also. Their base is right here. I can only attack Orcs to start the game off. And so the first thing I'm going to do now, playing in this mod, the unlimited mod without the bonus.
Single-player campaign.
There's no bonus to resources when you start an invasion or you're getting attacked. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. We're going to go deep strike. We're going to get 2 units of Marines involved. Let's see here, and which one of these do I want to attack first? So alright, strength 3 plus 75 requisition, strength 2 plus 50. Trivian goes strength 2. I happen to know because I did some test runs before setting up this Let's Play. It's actually pretty tough to take the Trivian Groves without more Marine units to start off in your deep strike. Alright, so what makes this hard is that, especially against Orcs, they can really rush you with a Zerg rush. Just a bunch of cheap units very early in the game, and they'll totally wreck your base. I mean, without even a chance to really get started. And so my strategy is to develop the armory so that I can equip these Marines with flamethrowers. The flamethrowers really give me a chance. Without that,
shall be my brother.
I am pretty doomed. Alright, and my goal is to build as many Marines as possible so I can ward off the early Orc rushes. If I can hold off the early rushers, I'll usually win most maps. Pretty confident in that.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Area secured.
Strategic point identified.
So I'm setting the scouts up with a bunch of targets.
Strategic point identified. Strategic point identified.
They'll just automatically go from place to place. Alright, so now that I already built my armory,
yes, Lord.
I am
exist to serve.
able to equip flamers. And those flamers make a huge difference.
I will do as you ask.
So you're going to build another chapel barracks.
With all due haste.
Direct us to the enemy.
See, without these flamers, I would totally get swamped by Orcs. They would really run roughshod over my forces. They are able to spam as many of their command units as they want because there's no limit on what they can build. And that ultimately makes me pretty vulnerable, especially in the early game, until I can develop a lot of like anti-infantry tools. Alright, so these little investments will improve my foot soldiers. They do make a good investment early on. I'm gonna have to wait till this guy's finished.
Here to serve.
Make a generator.
I will do as you ask. I await your instructions. I will do as you ask.
It's gonna take a second before I have enough. I have 380, so I'm only at 390. There we go.
Here to serve.
Marine squad deployed. Your order.
Position secure.
Maintain attack formation.
Yes, Lord. Initializing build protocol.
Ever vigilant. Fear denies
This
fate.
day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Making sure everybody has flamers.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing build protocol.
Sometimes on this map I'll get attacked from here through this, what I would call, I mean, according to the map's tilted so that north is on the left side of the screen, and so this is south. It is hard to think of it
Defending
that way.
objective.
This is the northernmost entrance, the way you actually view the screen, with the top of the screen being north. They'll sometimes come through here, but first they'll almost always try to come through this point of
He who
access.
stands with me shall be my brother.
Yes, Lord. Here to serve.
Alright, we're about ready for a level up. This will allow me
Here
to
to
build
serve.
things like an armory. Let me see if I can turn down the game volume. It is pretty loud. Voices, music. I don't know if it's cranked up for you, the viewer. Hopefully my voice is actually being recorded. I'll have to test that after I finish recording this playthrough. This is, in fact, the very first map I've ever won when playing on hard with the unlimited mod. Now, what's different about the unlimited mod that I'm playing with versus the one that's most common, this one starts you off with the normal level of resources up here. If you play with the 2014 version of the unlimited mod, you'll start off with something like 40,000 resources, so you're able to immediately start building a slew of buildings, and then you just play the game very differently like that. The AI has a serious weakness when you play like that, because the AI doesn't realize that it can maximize building just troop building buildings. I'm saying the word building a lot, aren't I?
Here to
But
serve. Yes, Lord.
this chapel barracks allows me to produce Marines, right? If I start off with 40,000 resource points, I can just build like 5 of these really quick and then just spam Marines. The AI, for its part, doesn't see how to do that. It'll try to build everything. It'll build more plasma generators. It doesn't need plasma generators because you start off with 40,000 plasma or 40,000 energy resources just from the very beginning.
Yes, most beneficent one.
I definitely need more generators.
I will do as
Orcs, purge the beasts.
So here we are. See, that guy normally just rips me apart, but now that I have a flamethrower, I'm gonna get these guys to retreat, let this dude engage them.
Awaiting orders.
Flamethrowers really mess these guys up. After we kill these mech bosses, we're gonna go down south. This is not good. Alright. Once we get rid of these guys, we'll be able to...
For the glory of the Imperium.
Area secure.
attack these guys.
here to serve. Initializing build protocol.
Man, more? I need more Marines. I actually could really use Assault Marines. Assault Marines are great in that they'll tie up most of these units long enough for me to shoot them with my flamethrowers and all that. Kill him. Is he not dead? Did my commander die? I hope not.
Dead from
Assault Marines, again, they're good at tying people up, keeping them busy while the other dudes shoot them from far away. Man, the orcs are really throwing a lot at me. Looks like I lost my main dude. Looks like I could use some heavy bolters. Oh man. More. Everybody concentrate fire on the big.
Position secure.
And those orcs really did a number on me. I need obviously more defenders. I don't think I could fight off another wave.
Here to serve.
Alright, you. More of
With all
these.
due haste.
Where are we?
Here to serve.
This allows me to build apothecaries. And apothecaries are really useful because they will heal my troops, and obviously early on I'm very invested in troops.
Understood.
And they cost me that.
Stand ready.
Position secure.
Ever vigilant. None shall stop us. Under fire.
These guys are messing up my stuff.
Yes, Lord. I will do as you ask.
This is even more violent than I remembered.
I shall obey.
An early start.
Ever vigilant.
Obviously, the more guns, the better right now. The Assault Marines need to be set to yellow so they'll actually go out and intercept people. Oh, I have another assault squad. Are they dead? Kill that guy. I wonder if my assault squad got wiped out. That would be bad.
How can I serve?
I await your instructions. I exist to
Fear
serve.
denies faith. Fear our wrath. Never vigilant. Attacking as ordered.
You know, I don't think I had this much challenge with this level.
On patrol.
Previous time I played it, the first wave I was actually able
I
to
await your
repel,
instructions.
and after that it was pretty
Initializing build
one-sided in my
protocol.
favor.
We stand ready.
I do think having some assault marines at my fingertips will help.
Fear denies faith.
Double up on the flamethrowers.
Awaiting orders.
You guys get assault marines.
At
Up
your
there.
command. Space Marines, attack!
The assault marines will go out and meet the opponent, and then
Direct
you want
us
to
the
keep them in range of these guys' bullets. That's basically the gist. That is the gist. Alright, finally, I can build level 2. My whole goal with the machine cult is to get the whirlwinds online. Once I have these, I can really run roughshod over the orcs. I want to build my commander. He has been missing. He got killed by an orc early on.
Direct us to the enemy.
Here to serve.
How can I serve? Fear and nice. What are your needs?
Yes, most beneficent one. With all due haste.
Fear denies faith. We are the Emperor's chosen.
So this early on, I'm still trying to play it close to the vest, keep my soldiers at home.
The fallen shall be forever remembered. Emperor's finest.
Holy shit.
Awaiting orders. At your command.
Man, they are bringing it. Boreal, go slow them down. Barbecue some orcs, man. That's how you can serve.
We stand ready.
Here to serve. I shall obey. I await your instructions. With all due haste. Yes,
You stuck?
Lord?
Come on, dude.
As you wish. I will do as you ask. I await your instructions.
Man, they killed my my other servitor.
Taking damage. The
These
fallen
orcs just
shall
won't
be
leave me
forever
alone.
remembered as the Emperor's finest.
What is your will? Here to serve. Yes, correct. Yes, most
Scouts reporting for
one.
duty.
I will do as you ask.
Praise the Emperor.
Directly to the injured. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed. Marine squad deployed.
Yes, Lord.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, I'm going with a little heavy anti-infantry plasma because I have seen so many of these big mech commander units, and they've been difficult.
This day shall be a glorious
They're
one for the Imperium.
they're like little tanks
Yes, most
made out of meat.
beneficent
So normally I wouldn't go. I would go for almost all flamethrowers, but I think it's been helpful to have some anti-heavy infantry against these kind of opponents. Uh-oh. They're attacking me there now. I can slow down their attacks by at least having some defense mechanism in place.
Scouts in position.
Under fire.
Man. They really are everywhere right now. Guys, get on the Big Mac.
What are your needs?
You three. Alright, they're leaving, thankfully.
Scouts awaiting orders. Strategic point identified.
I await your instructions.
I thought they were just going to run through all these empty lands that I'm really not defending. They are generating resources. Alright, whirlwinds. These things make a huge difference in my war. Alright, Mr. No Surrender, don't get yourself killed. The apothecaries, with so much infantry, the apothecaries are an investment in my soldiers. They just help my dudes heal.
What would you have me do?
Uh-oh.
Scouts here. Scouts here. Sights commencing.
I did not realize I was already in orc
Into
thing.
position.
Taking hits.
Alright, more whirlwinds, please. Pretty much all hands on deck.
Scouts ready. Yes, my lord.
Yes, Lord. I
Come up
shall
here.
obey.
Whirlwind artillery tanks deployed.
Marine squad deployed. At your command. Maintain attack formation.
Scouts here.
Fear denies faith. We stand ready.
Alright, I need a task force
Whirlwind here.
to go recapture
Stay
this
vigilant,
point.
brothers. We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Same time, I cannot deplete my defenses.
Yes, my lord.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Ever vigilant. Yes, my lord.
Well, you can see the power of the whirlwind. Knocks these infantry units around.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed.
Alright, now's a great time to use scouts because they can advance my sight line while remaining invisible.
Scouts here. They will move ahead. Into positions.
Tell me if you're opening fire.
Scouts ready. Yes, my lord. Gathering intelligence. Commencing infiltration. Gathering
All right.
intelligence.
See this critical point? Once I take that critical point, that will attract most of the orc attention.
Take and hold.
So I am going to go move
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
significant forces into that area.
The machine spirit is prepared.
Move onto this beach because these guys can fire from a long way away.
Battlefield awaits. Evening squad. How can I serve? Move required.
Scouts in position.
Alright, so I'm hoping that by taking this point, that the conflicts will mostly be happening out here, and
Whirlwind here.
my base won't be
Yes,
so much
my
in the
lord.
firing line. I'm trying to move my frontier forward.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Still, I can't count on that alone for defense. And it's time to also build some anti-tank stuff. So incidentally, my best anti-tanks are in fact other tanks. You guys should really be over here.
Marine squad deployed. Thank you, Dashi. How can I serve?
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed.
Awaiting orders. Heresy grows from idleness. Fear our wrath. At your command, taking haste. Yes, my lord.
Alright,
At your
scouts.
command. Yes, my lord.
I'm gonna need invisible guys that can. These skulls they reveal infiltrated units on the map, which makes them a great combination with scouts.
My faith is my
Whirlwind here.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Who requires my aid?
Alright, where's that skull?
Predator deployed.
Scouts here.
Let's Let's go find out what's going on up here.
I await your instructions. I will
In the interest of cutting off access to this mesa,
build protocol.
now that I'm producing a ton of resources, I think I can build some of these sort of support infrastructures.
Fear denies faith.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Understood.
Predator deployed. Predator at your command. As you command.
I await your instructions. I exist to serve. Build routine 721 initiated.
And these tanks are a lot faster than my foot soldiers are.
From idleness.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Predator tank here.
Fear denies faith. Enemy fire.
Uh-oh.
What are your needs?
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
At your command.
Predator tank here.
None shall stop us. Ever vigilant.
Into serve. I exist to serve. I will do as you ask.
Whirlwind artillery
Just stop and shoot. Oh man. They had a multifaceted attack plan. Alright, everyone retreat backwards.
Ready. Squad broken. What's your order? Heresy grows.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Our fate. Death or fear. Attend all creatures. What's your order?
Are any of these my dudes? Now that I repelled their attack on the south side.
Predator tank here.
We stand ready are the Emperor's chosen. What's your order? Under fire.
Here to serve. With all
Direct us to it. How did I serve? Make me shoot. What's your order?
Whirlwind here. They will never see it coming.
We stand ready. What's your order? How can I serve?
Quite a melee.
My lord. Stay vigilant.
Infiltrating enemy territory.
Predator at your command.
He who stands with us shall be
At your command. We stand ready.
Alright guys, you outrun your fire support. Don't do that.
What are your needs? Apothecary here. Heresy grows. What's your order?
You,
Taking damage.
go after those guys.
Glory.
yes, Lord.
position secure.
Yes, Lord.
At your command. Charge. Apothecary here.
Dude, whirlwind, get in.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
I don't know what they're doing, stringing along over to here. Obviously they have a relic, which is a nice bonus to resources. Trying to cut off this little highway that's been
Squad
going on.
Scouts ready.
What's your order? Ever vigilant. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Alright, I could use some scouts.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind here.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Marine squad
His will be
deployed.
done.
Where's that scout squad?
Scouts reporting for duty. Move ahead. And mark
So I like to march my scouts
We are
forward
the Emperor's chosen.
and
Scouts
use them to
awaiting orders.
help my whirlwinds fire deeper into orc territory.
Gathering
Squad
intelligence.
deployed.
Once I have enough whirlwinds, it's nearly impossible for an all-infantry army to make any progress against me.
On patrol. Scouts advance. Search commencing. At your command. Scouts advance.
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed.
As it also gets later in the campaign, it's important to build more anti-missile or anti-heavy tank stuff, so I get the missile launchers, stuff like that.
I await your instructions. I
Whirlwind
will
artillery tank deployed.
With artillery ready.
Scouts here. Scouts awaiting orders. At your command. Yes, my lord. I sense danger. We will root it out. Scouts awaiting orders.
My powers are yours to command.
At your command.
Fear not the sight.
Fear denies faith. Ever vigilant. Moving out.
Where are my other whirlwinds? I thought I built some more.
Marine
Oh,
squad deployed.
there's a lot of whirlwinds.
An easy
We
objective.
stand ready.
Scouts advance. Yes, my lord.
Taking aim.
Whirlwind here.
Enemy is attacking.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Scouts here.
Marine squad deployed. Ever vigilant. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Taking heavy fire. Yes, my lord. Ever vigilant. Fear denies faith. Understood.
Man,
Line broken. Orders received. What is your order? What are your needs? At your command. Charge. The battlefield awaits.
so I've gotten to a point where I need more anti-tank.
Whirlwind artillery tank
My
here.
knowledge is at your disposal.
Scouts ready. Infiltrating enemy territory.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Heretics.
My faith is my shield.
Man, everyone's consolidating. They are too spread out.
sir.
Alright. Kill these things.
We are the Emperor's children. At your command. We will crush the enemy from the Imperial Beams. For the glory of the Empire.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
How can I serve? Strength is our shield. How can I serve? Direct us.
Alright.
Brothers, the enemy must be nearby.
Ever vigilant. Onward! The fallen shall be forever remembered
And carry
as
a
the
big
Emperor's
gun.
finest. At your command, how can I serve? Ever vigilant.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Mission
Approaching target.
accomplished.
Whirlwind here.
Scouts in position. Scouts here.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
I await your instructions.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Here to serve. I will do as you
Predator at
ask.
your command.
Moving out.
Commencing infiltration. Gathering intelligence. On patrol. Scouts advance. Strategic point identified.
Awaiting orders.
Predator at your command.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
What would you have me do?
Position secure.
Predator tank here. Predator tank here.
Scouts here. I sense danger. We will root it out.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank approaching target. Predator tank here.
Moving out.
Yes, Lord? Initializing build protocol.
Alright. Next step is going, sweeping out all the riffraff.
What are your needs?
Predator deployed.
Who requires my aid?
Defending
Predator
objective.
tank here. Predator at your command.
Scouts here. Search commencing. Gathering intelligence. I sense danger.
Marine
We will
squad
root it
deployed.
out.
Fear denies faith. Maintain at your command.
Predator deployed. Predator at your command. Moving out.
Direct us to the enemy.
Whirlwind here.
Orders received, brother.
Predator tank here.
Yes, most beneficent one? I exist to
Whirlwind
serve.
artillery tank artillery tank here.
Marine squad deployed. At your command. Onward to glory!
Predator tank here.
Cleanse, purge, kill. Fear our wrath. Understood. Orders received. Orders received, brother. What is your order? Objective log. Fear denied. Taking damage. Attacking as ordered.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Predator at your command. Whirlwind here. Yes, Whirlwind here. Predator at your command.
All back and regroup!
Whirlwind here. Predator tank here.
Ever vigilant. Attacking as ordered.
Predator tank here.
Lost a predator.
Artillery tank here.
Bringing in additional artillery
Whirlwind here.
from the other side.
Objective.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Charge.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Attacking as ordered.
Predator at your command. Whirlwind here.
What is your order? Yes, my lord. The battlefield awaits.
Predator tank here.
We are the Emperor's children.
I think I can use some extra troops. They're whittling me down.
We stand ready.
Whirlwind here. They will never see it coming. Whirlwind here.
Marine squad deployed. Direct us to the enemy. We are the Emperor's chosen. Heresy grows from idleness. Faith is our shield. Stay vigilant. Marine squad deployed.
Tank here. We bring his will.
Ever vigilant.
I could use some of these
Enemy
scouts.
is attacking. Heresy grows from idleness. Cleanse, purge, kill. Death will be standing ready. Moving out. Ever vigilant. The battlefield awaits. The area is secure. Ever vigilant. Awaiting orders.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. At your command.
Moving out. Fear our wrath. Stay vigilant, brothers. Fear our wrath. Taking aim.
Predator at your command.
Objective achieved.
Whirlwind here.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. Stand ready. At your command.
Predator
Fear denies faith. Faith is our shield.
Whirlwind here.
Weapons at ready. It is time. Onward to glory! Stay vigilant.
Man, this was a slugfest getting to this point. I do feel pretty confident. Eventually, I'll need to go through all these regions and make sure that the orcs aren't building additional, buildings. The buildings that an enemy has allows them to stay in the game, even if I've wiped out their original base.
Here to serve. Build routine 721
Objective achieved.
initiated.
Yes, my lord.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Fear denies faith. Moving out, heresy grows from idleness. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Whirlwind artillery tank here.
Alright, let's see where we are.
Faith is
Virtually
our
mob
shield.
this area.
Fear denies faith. The battlefield awaits. We stand ready. Understood.
Whirlwind here.
How can I serve? Faith is our shield. What is your order?
Just want to make sure there's no orcs off in the corner over here.
Maintain attack formation.
Scouts in position. Commencing infiltration. Commencing infiltration. At your command. Space Marines! Attack! For the Emperor!
Yes, my lord. Fear denies faith. Taking heavy fire.
Whirlwind artillery tank
My
here.
faith is my shield.
Yes, my lord.
Marine squad deployed. We are the Emperor's chosen.
At your command. Search commencing. The enemy is in our sights. I sense danger. We will root it out. I sense danger. We will root it out.
How many times have I destroyed this listening post?
Whirlwind artillery tank deployed.
Battlefield awaits. The enemy is attacking your command. At your command. Claim it in the name of the Emperor. Orders received.
Emperor.
Heresy grows idleness. Heresy Marine squad deployed.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done. Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here.
Awaiting orders. Onward. Fear denies faith.
Whirlwind here.
Faith is our shield.
Predator at your command.
Yes, my lord.
Predator deployed. Predator tank here.
Cleanse. Purge. Kill. Direct us to the enemy. The battlefield awaits. Direct me to the injured.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Whirlwind artillery
I
tank
will do
deployed.
as you ask.
Predator at your command. Predator tank here.
Area secured.
Here to serve. Build routine
Yes, my lord.
721 initiated.
Commencing infiltration.
Predator at your command. Predator tank here.
Awaiting orders.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. An easy objective.
At your command. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Predator tank here.
Yes, my lord. Lining up our target. Yes, my
Position
lord.
secure.
Predator at your command. His will be done.
Alright, we're closing in on the end game.
Strategic
I have
point
pushed the orcs
identified.
back mostly into their own base. I'd imagine there's probably still a formidable number of orcs in there. I prefer to bomb them from long range. So I'm gonna inch forward my marines. I'm gonna have the whirlwinds pretty close at their back so we can just shoot up in there, soften them up real good.
Scouts ready. Scouts awaiting orders. Scouts advance.
Predator tank here.
Cleanse, purge, kill. We are the Emperor's chosen. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
Predator at your command. An easy objective. The machine
Defending
spirit is
objective.
prepared.
Scouts ready. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Here to serve. I will do as you ask. Here to serve.
Position
With
secure.
all due haste.
We stand ready. Under fire.
Predator at your command. An easy objective.
We stand ready. Onward to glory!
Scouts ready. Scouts awaiting orders. Commencing infiltration.
Taking heavy fire!
Your command.
At your command.
Predator tank here.
Direct us to the enemy. Heresy grows from idleness.
Predator at your command.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Predator tank here.
Defending objective.
Yes, Lord. Initializing
Scouts
build
here.
protocol.
On patrol.
Did I not have another set of scouts somewhere?
I sense danger. We will root it out. We will move ahead and mark any enemy positions. Infiltrating enemy territory.
Predator tank here.
Orders received.
All right.
What are your needs?
Wow, that is bold.
We stand ready. Engaging the enemy.
Scouts in position. Gathering intelligence.
Awaiting orders.
Predator tank here. His will be done.
Yes, my lord. Orders received, brother. Taking heavy fire.
Scouts in position.
Predator tank here. Whirlwind here.
What's your order?
Strategic point
Yes, my
identified.
lord. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Predator at your command.
Heresy grows from idleness. Moving out. Dead from above. How can I serve?
Whirlwind here.
Defending
Direct us to the
objective.
enemy. Orders received, brother. Direct us to the enemy. Faith is our shield.
Fear not the Psyker.
How can I serve? Awaiting orders. Direct us to the enemy. Ever vigilant.
Predator tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here. The machine spirit is Predator at your command. As you command. Whirlwind here. Moving out. Whirlwind here.
My knowledge is at your disposal.
Heresy grows from idleness. Direct us to the enemy. Faith is our shield.
Position
Direct us to
secure.
the enemy. Stay vigilant, brothers.
Predator tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. His will be done. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Predator at your command. An easy objective. Whirlwind here.
Taking damage.
Predator tank here.
What are your needs? What's your order? We are the Emperor's chosen.
Predator tank here.
Faith is our shield. Yes, my lord.
Predator tank here. Predator at your command. Predator at your command. An easy objective.
What are your needs?
Whirlwind artillery tank here. The machine spirit is prepared. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind here.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Whirlwind here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here. An easy objective.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, they're clearly vulnerable. Time to attack.
Whirlwind here.
For the glory of the Imperium. Initiating attack protocol. For the glory of the Imperium. Fear denies faith.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Whirlwind artillery tank here.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's fighting objective. Awaiting orders. Moving out. How can I serve?
Predator at your command.
Fear our wrath. None shall stop us. Objective log. Under fire.
Whirlwind artillery tank here. Moving out. Whirlwind here.
What are your needs? At your command. Cleanse, purge, kill. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Predator at your command.
Charge! Fear denies faith. Fear denies faith. Moving out. How can I serve? Ever vigilant. The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. We are the Emperor's chosen. What's your order, Admiral?
Alright. That was quite a slugfest. But I got a win early. This will allow me to produce more requisition so I can summon more troops for deep striking, which, as you can see, I mean, I feel like I barely survived the very initial phase, and if it wasn't for flamethrowers, I don't think I would have survived that initial phase. So you can see how valuable it is to start with a handful of troops already available, or else you'll just get erased by those orc hordes. Alright, I got a piece of war gear for my commander. I'll get an honor guard, so that'll be like one model, but he'll tend to be a pretty good killer. Alright, so maybe I got two pieces of war gear. Alright, so let's start off with something that makes him a little more survivable. Iron Halo protects against ranged attacks and increases health. The main thing is that I need melee defense because this guy gets into a lot of melee. So I'm going to go with the Artificer armor. Alright, and so I am going to save my game. Let's call that episode 1. And I'm going to stop recording, and I hope you have a very nice day and enjoyed that first playthrough. Now, again, I felt like that was pretty brutal compared to the normal way of playing Soulstorm. Especially if you play with the unlimited mod, the more contemporary version that gives you 40,000 resources and 40,000 energy units when you start your mission, then in that playstyle you're immediately just spamming tons and tons of units. With this one you actually have to build up a force and you have to build resources. That makes you more vulnerable, especially because the AI in particular, it gets its most success from early rushing. It spams a bunch of cheap units early, and orcs in particular can spam a lot of powerful and dangerous units, and they make a tough cookie to crack. Alright, so until next time, I hope you have a great day.